MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A Memorial Day get-together for you here at the ballpark between the LA Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. Colorado have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. John Gray gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hilliard has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Batting second, the third baseman, Justin Turner.
Now in the box, Justin Turner. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. He's got 8 hits in 29 at-bats. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. 1 out, nobody on. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Into the box now, Max Muncy. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
Another try at 2-2. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. It's the Dodgers 0. Rockies stepping in at the plate. Just underway next on MLB Network. Walker Buehler, a Kentucky-born right-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Standing in, Trevor Story. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bellinger's under it, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Batting second, the center fielder, Tapia.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and striding into the plate next will be Raimel Tapia. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here's another 1-2.
Nope.
And 2-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Nolan Arenado is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. Bases are empty, one man out. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
At the plate now, Nolan Arenado. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Arenado is off of first with 2 away. Ground ball left side, gloved by Turner, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Rockies strand 1, still no score. So here's Cody Bellinger. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. These Rockies guys, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. To first. He's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
That is it. The center fielder, Josh Peterson.
Stepping up to the plate, Jock Peterson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Digging for second now goes Peterson.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
At the plate, Corey Seager. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. 1 out and a runner on second base. Line toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. And the run will score as the Dodgers grab the early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
At the plate, Gavin Lux. And he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks as the numbers there tell you the whole story. Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Coming in is Blackmon. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Into the box now, Will Smith. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. 2-2 to the Dodgers catcher. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
The 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. LA's on top, 1-0. Striding in for the Rockies, Sam Hilliard. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. 1-1. High and deep to left center field. Back goes Betts at the track, the wall, out of here to the deepest part of the yard. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 5 on the year as the Rockies pull even now at 1 apiece.
Right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
To the plate now, Josh Fuentes. In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Good chance he's not seeing that pitch again. If he does, it's got to be bounced. But I'll tell you, from a pitcher's perspective, that's nothing but a long strike.
The next 3-2. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away.
That is seven. The catcher, John Nunez.
In now for Colorado, Dom Nunez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. 1 out, nobody on. Two and two to the Colorado catcher. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
That'll bring up Tony Walters. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 0, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, they got beat up on the homestand. Losing record in front of the home crowd, never good. But I always used to say, sometimes it's good to get on the road. Remove yourself, get out to a restaurant, see a different city, shower it off, and try and fight in front of some hostile fans.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. And it's fouled away. And he popped him up. Betts coming on. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Walker Buehler. 9-1-2 due up. Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And he fouls this one off. Popped up. Arenado is under it. One down.
Up next to the Dodgers.
Here's Mookie Betts. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
2-1 now to Mookie.
I don't blame him for not coming over the hard of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Back up the middle. Reined in. And that's the second out.
Now batting.
At the plate, Justin Turner looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. Line hard, but this is a foul ball. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied at 1-1. Bottom of the third now. Into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, John Gray, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Oh, and now look at this. The pitcher gives one a ride to deep left. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left. His first home run of the season, and the Rockies have now taken a 2-1 lead.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Stepping in now, Trevor Story. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Standing in, Raimel Tapia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
The 1-2.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
No one out with a runner at second. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full. Right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Into the box, Nolan Arenado. Fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
The right fielder,
Digging in for his second at bat, Charlie Blackmon. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. The 1-1 home.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-1 home.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or trying to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
Pause, now the pitch. Just short, hit hard. And that's through, a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now 3-1.
the left fielder, number 22, Dan Hilliard.
In now, Sam Hilliard. And that misses 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Still only one out in the inning. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate now, Josh Fuentes. And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. The side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 2 men left on base. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Rockies 3 and the Dodgers 1. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. New inning set to get underway. Digging in, Max Muncy. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And he is in there. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. At the plate, Cody Bellinger. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Blackmon going back. And gone up into the second deck. Cody Bellinger puts a pair on the board with that homer. Number 14 on the season, and the Dodgers have come back to tie it at 3.
I know all home runs count the same, but that one went a little bit farther than most. That's what he does. A power hitter with a challenge fastball is going to go a long way when he's on his game.
So now to the plate, Jock Peterson. And he misses again, ball 3.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The 3-2 pitch. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Stepping in now, Corey Seager. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Standing in now, Gavin Lux. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. We're tied now at 3 apiece. just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. In now, Dom Nunez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and a borderline call, Matty. I don't know. I got to feel like he's got to build a rapport with this umpire, this AB, see how far he'll go in or out. He can't allow himself to go down looking again.
And it's 1-2. Ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now another 2-2. Tony Walters will be next. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Digging in, Tony Walters flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, a double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the pitcher spot, that'll be John Gray. Rockies pitcher with a bat in his hands and a 1-2 count. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Betts has a read on it, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We played 4 full, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Stepping into the box, Will Smith comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
The pitcher, number 21, Walker Buehler.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Walker Buehler. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, it didn't look good right there. Just out in front. You know, sometimes when a pitcher has great arm action, you're going to get that. You're trying so hard to catch up to the high velocity. If he shows that great arm action, pulls the string on you, sometimes a pop-up is going to be the result.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Into the box now, Mookie Betts. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Halfway home, tied at 3. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first out. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and striding into the plate next will be Raimel Tapia. Here now the 2-2. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Three and one now.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. In there, and it's full 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Three-two pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. He's set. Here's the 3-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
The right fielder.
Now here's the Dodgers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart in the 5th with the go-ahead run on base. Didn't work the required 5 for the win, but he could still be hung for the loss should that run come around to score. Jimmy Nelson takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 40, Jimmy Nelson.
Charlie Blackmon will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is at the knees and called strike 3. One left for Colorado. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3. So stepping in, Justin Turner. He'll start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6. Lifted out towards straightaway center field.
Waiting on it is Tapia.
1 out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Max Muncy. He singled his last time up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
The 2-1. Grounded back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And there's ball 2 now. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
It comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Jairo Diaz takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Jairo Diaz.
Jock Peterson will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. First and second now, 1 man out. Fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Hey, guys, that was a nice job by the batter right there. He's able to get his front foot down early, recognize the backdoor slider, stay inside it, and drive it the other way.
To the plate now, Corey Seager. Ground ball foul down the left side. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And now he has some trouble with it in center. And on the error, a run is going to score. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
Number 48.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
At the plate, Gavin Lux. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 2-2 is a slider that can't catch the outside.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Payoff pitch on its way. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Will Smith. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Dodgers lead this one 5-3. Sam Hilliard will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
At the plate now, Josh Fuentes. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Protector number 3, John Nunez.
Stepping in now, Dom Nunez. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now. Tony Walters, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. 1st and 2nd now with 1 away.
The batter number 14, second baseman, Tony.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Tony Walters. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Runners are at 1st and 2nd with 1 away. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. But this is pulled in by the shortstop.
The pitcher, number 37.
Daniel Murphy will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Number 9, Daniel Murphy.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at 3rd, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Nothing fires me up more than watching a hitter take what a pitcher gives him. Pitches away, batter's able to keep his hands inside, not try and do too much, and just force feed a single.
This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Rockies leave them loaded. They're still down 5-3. Carlos Estevez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 54, Carlos Estevez.
Chris Taylor is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Heading out towards shallow right. Coming in is Blackman, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now back.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Mookie Betts. He was a ground out victim last time up. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Estevez comes at hitters with a good hard fastball, one that's certainly fun to watch.
He's a throwback to kind of guys that he likes his fastball. It's a good fastball, not the best fastball in the game, and he's not afraid to throw it. And you know what else, Matty V? He goes right at the hitters.
And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and digging in at the plate will be Justin Turner. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Betts is on the move. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hilliard is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Now at the plate, Max Muncy. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 left for LA as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Blake Trinan gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
49, Blake Trinan.
Last half of the 7th here, ready for another chance. Raimel Tapia. It was a walk in his last trip.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Inside and low, 2-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they'd gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
The 3-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he will make it there as the Rockies are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
So now to the plate, Nolan Arenado. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Fielded cleanly. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Pause, now the pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Into the box now, Sam Hilliard. Skied into straightaway right. Bellinger's under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping into the box, Josh Fuentes. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
2 down, runners at first and second. Hit on the ground to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw to the plate. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Roll. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors. and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
To the plate now, Dom Nunez. Count even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Rockies forced to settle for one. 8th inning coming up. Dodgers out in front, 5-4. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jake McGee is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Ian Desmond will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo homer for Cody Bellinger, his second of the game, and it's now 6-4.
And you know who's the happiest about that insurance run right now? The guys in the bullpen. They can now breathe a little easier knowing they have a bigger cushion to work with to close this one out.
Into the box, Jock Peterson. Ball 3. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and striding to the plate will be Corey Seager. Hit out towards second. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Now batting, number 48.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Gavin Lux. The 2-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. One for the Dodgers on the solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Rockies 4. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Pedro Baez will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Kike Hernandez is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Now batting, Tony Walters. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. One and 2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate now, Ian Desmond. High and deep to straightaway right. Going back is the right fielder. Still going back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game. In now, Trevor Story. Fouled off. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, he battled to get into a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Raimel Tapia so far 2 for 3 in this one. The 2-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. The tag gets 1. Striding into the box, Nolan Arenado. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will crash into the wall, but hold on to it there for the final out of the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ryan Shaw enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Into the box now, Will Smith. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Shaw, a 6'1" right-hander. He was taken in the 2nd round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Now the 2-1. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 14.
Next up for Los Angeles, Kike Hernandez. fouled away. Here's another 2-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Mookie Betts. It was a walk in his last trip. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Nothing more in the Dodger 9th. On to the bottom half. One last shot for Colorado. They're down just one. It's 6-5. Kenley Jansen takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 74, Kenley Jansen.
So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Charlie Blackmon. He went down on strikes last time up.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by 1 at home, you've got a chance with that last at bat.
Drilled down the line, and I believe your tying run's going to be in scoring position right away as this is down for extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinched runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. Coming to the plate now, Sam Hilliard. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 1-2. Misses up and in. Cutter, and it doesn't make it back. 3-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Tyler Naquin will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 30, Tyler Naquin.
Count still full, 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bellinger will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2. So striding in, Dom Nunez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Last strike now for Colorado. Just hung in there on that one. And it's fouled away. Two and two. Here it is. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Well, folks, that's what Kenley Jansen does. When he enters the game, the hopes of the other team, they usually just leave. Slams the door again right here.
A one-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Dodgers rode an important sixth inning to victory in this one. Jimmy Nelson gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Kenley Jansen records the save, his 18th. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. For the victorious Dodgers, 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. For the Rockies, 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 22 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.